na ang naga-depositor po ana ka ang mga members mismo. Okay? So each member has a fair share on what I have said, the risks and benefits of easy or financial undertaking, the cooperative principles, and mga po na rules and regulations sa co-op. So these are the different types of cooperatives in the country. First one is credit cooperative, owned and controlled by its members that promote and undertakes savings and lending services. Credit cooperative, nag-focus lang siya on savings and lending, deposit and loan gyapon. Consumers cooperative frequently appears as a retail outlet possessed and worked by the consumers, mostly mga consumers, ang members ani co-op, primary aim to procure and distribute goods to its members, okay, and even non-members. So, mostly about din siya sa mga products na ginahatag sa mga consumers, gina-distribute sa mga consumers. Next is producers cooperative. Producers cooperative, the members of these are the producers of the raw materials, joint production of undertaking all members where they process products from raw materials to produce goods, mga producers, for sale by the cooperative to its members and non-members of the chosen market. So nani sila ang ilahang co-op kay primarily members nila ang mga produce of mga raw materials or produce of goods or sales with the co-op to its members and non-members of their chosen market. Next is marketing. Cooperative focuses on supplying goods or production inputs to members and marketing their products. So commonly, it has its objective to market the products. This is one of the goal of marketing cooperatives. Next is service cooperative. It concerns giving services, so such as medical and dental care, hospitalization, transportation, insurance, housing, etc. These are the different services that can be offered when you are uh, can be offered by the co-op itself, the service cooperative. Next is multipurpose cooperative, combination of two or more. So any of these different types com of cooperatives, if being offered by one co-op, that can be now said as a multi-purpose cooperative because it can be a credit cooperative. Well, on the other hand, it can also be a consumers cooperative. So that is an example of multi-purpose cooperative. Here's an example, Panabo Multipurpose Co-op. I think we are before we are also a member of Kalinan Multipurpose Co-op, but I do not anymore know if it's still existing up until now. Next is advocacy cooperative. It is a cooperative focused on advocating co-op among its members and the public through socially oriented projects, so mostly on advocacy. Advocate. These are being um powered by advocates. Their goal is more on advocate giving or disseminating advocacy in terms of education and training, research, and other activities that are intended to its beneficiaries. Next is agrarian reform cooperative. It intends to develop an appropriate system of land tenure. So it focuses on the appropriate system or structure of land tenure, land development, land consolidation, and land management, mga yuta, which is organized by marginal farmers who are agrarian reform beneficiaries. So most of its members are marginal farmers that are beneficiaries of agrarian reform. Next is cooperative bank. It is a cooperative that aims to provide wide range kung ganina, credit cooperative, more on savings and lending services. Ang cooperative bank, mas pinalawak. Okay? Next is dairy cooperative. From the word itself, it engage in fresh milk products which may be processed and marketed as dairy products. Next is education cooperative as being stipulated in RA number 9155. It is organized to own and operate licensed educational institutions without going beyond. Okay. So, mga co-op na mostly co-op ni siya sa mga owners of schools. na nag-ooperate educational institutions. Electric cooperative, purpose of managing the generation and utilization of renewable energy sources, more on electricity, and the acquisition and operation of self-transmission, and how it is being distributed to household members, the community. Next is fishermen cooperative. Its members are fishermen. Um, it targets the products of of the fishermen, whether fresh or processed products. Next is housing cooperatives, aims to provide or assist its members to actively participate in the housing savings program to have access to the housing provisions. Next is insurance cooperative. It ventures on the business of insuring life, okay, giving insurance to those people or those members of the co-op and cooperative and their members. And we have water service cooperative, more on water systems distribution and operation to distribute potable waters to its members and to their households. Workers cooperative, kooperatiba ng mga manggagawa, organized by workers who are workers, aiming to provide employment and business opportunities to its members. And there are a lot of other types of cooperatives. You may search it on Cooperative Development Authority. Now let's go to labor trade unions. Membership-based organizations created by workers and their leaders who are united to promote, protect their common interests and welfare in their workplace. Mga labor, mga union, mga labor trade unions or labor trade agreements between workers, within the workers themselves, or workers and their owners. Okay. So example, the same company's banana plantation workers can create their own union. Ilahang group, dili, murag gyapon siya grupo. Murag ka ng, murag ka ng grupo, murag ka ng, term, kasama. Basta union. Union na siya, mana siya term. To be heard and be given what is due to them. So, gina-create ni nila para mabantayan nila ang ilang mga rights. Okay? What is due to be heard and given what is should be due to them. Kung sa dapat ang naa sa ilaha. Especially during disadvantageous or unfair situations in the workplace. Buhat ni para maprotektahan ang ilang karapatan as workers. So, reasons nga no, dapat ang mga workers should join labor unions. If they join labor unions, they will be able to negotiate agreements with employers on their wage, salary, and working conditions. So they can monitor or they will have structured no, agreements with their employers based on their wages or salaries or ilang working conditions during their jobs. Number two, deliberate significant changes to the workplace. So they were able to know what are those changes, significant changes that might happen in their workplace. Number three, discuss the members' concern towards their employers. So when you are in labor unions, you are able to give or to discuss, to send or to raise your concerns towards the employers or the owners of the workplace. Number four, escort members in disciplinary and grievance meetings. So aside from puro hingi, puro puro reklamo, they can also able to discuss disciplinary actions within their mga kasamahan mismo sa ilahang ginatrabahuan. Okay? So when you join labor unions, you were able to protect your rights, and at the same time disciplinary actions shall also be given to those who deserves to have disciplinary actions. Number five is provide legal and financial provisions for members. So again, it's a form of protecting their rights as workers. Number six, raise concerns and demands for the members such as free health and insurance benefits and the like. So again, raising concerns, demands for what is really due to them. Seven, or the last one, take collective action to enforce the agreed terms with the employers. So pagtingin ang mga nilagdaang mga agreements with your employers. you're able to protect those agreements, you're able to supervise, being vigilant, protektahan ang mga agreements na inyong nilagdaan or being agreed with your employer. So the DOLE and the National Labor Relations or NLRC are the governments that oversees to ensure the employees' welfare in congruence with what is stated in the Constitution, the Labor Code. So these are the different institutions that will able to monitor and oversee the employees' welfare. Okay? Agreements can be reached voluntarily, but sometimes with the help of the arbitration panel from the NRC. In case agreement of both parties is impossible, a union may apply for statutory recognition in a written form, which can be secured first from the employer. So it is also important na labor union is also legal. Okay, legal and being recognized by the employer itself first. Okay, na jud dapat po control gyapon ng employer kay dili po maayo nang maghimo-himo kag labor union that is not being legal, wala kabalong employer, it can result to rebellion. Okay, delikado na. Whether the union is recognized or not, membership in it is voluntary. Dili pinugsanay na tanang mga workers should join a labor union. It is not being stipulated by the law and does not require all workers to join. Thus, they have the right to refuse to become a member. They can choose to become a member or not. The worker is also protected from discrimination for being a union member. Labor trade unions, non-member workers will still enjoy the same protection as it does to union members if a collective bargaining agreement is, is reached. Okay? So collective bargaining agreement ang anong mga non-members sa labor trade unions or LTU naagi po sila yung same protection na makuha the same with the union members. Kunyari na ay present na collective bargaining agreement between the com- employers and the employees. Employers cannot force workers to join their preferred union. Dili sila employers dili makadictate sa mga workers on what union they shall join and has no right to deduct payments from the employees in return for union membership. Ang deduct wala dapat kinalaman diri ang ilang sahod, ang pag-deduct sa ilang mga sahod without the employee's approval. So what is collective bargaining? It is a process of negotiating the terms or conditions. We can see that when we open apps, okay, when we download apps, when we have these sites, kung mag-login ka sa mga sites na dyan ay terms or conditions. Terms of conditions, it is stipulated there the different rules and regulations, and you should see to it if you agree with that. That is common conception or common uh, structure of terms or conditions, such as working conditions, rules in the workplace. So these are the content of terms or conditions in related to employment, retirement and health benefits, wage, salary, and bonus, etc. Redundancy refers to an employee's dismissal from his or her job by the employer to reduce the workforce. If you're being made redundant, you're entitled to receive the redundancy pay. So, for example, refers to kanang example, you're a worker. You work either in a company or in a workplace. Your job there, your job there is being seen as redundant. Okay, balik-balik na ka. Nanay nagbuhat ng ina trabaho. Nanay nagbuhat ng ina trabaho. Hindi ka na nagbuhat ng ina trabaho. Tapos nagyapon ka dito. Mapudgyapon na imong job. Magyapon na imong duty. Biyad na ka ana sa kinahanglanon sa employer. Kaya nakita na sa employer na okay na ni siya na work first, okay na ni siya na job. Pero mo nagyapon ka dito, you're still doing that kind of job, you can be referred as a redundant person. Okay? Di na ka kailangan di balik-balik na mga dira. So if you're being made redundant, you're entitled. Ikaw mismo employee, ikaw mismo na nagtrabaho, you are entitled to receive a redundancy pay. Okay? Because it was said here, employee's dismissal from his or her job. Ipahawa na kasi